Hey, this is Jackie Rendall from Rendall Certified Cleaning Services. Wanted to share with you a couple of different tips in order to increase the longevity of your carpeting. So from a carpet cleaner standpoint, there's a lot of things that people can do in order to have their carpets last long, but it's a matter of keeping up with it. So here's a couple of tips to share with you in order to make your carpets last as long as possible. So the first thing that we recommend is vacuuming. Vacuuming is very important because there's a lot of dry soil that especially the newer carpeting will hold, and you don't really necessarily see it. And unfortunately what happens is that clients will call us when the carpets look dirty, and that's not necessarily the best thing to do because, like I had mentioned, the carpets nowadays are designed to hold soil. So your carpets could actually be holding all of this soil, and you just don't really visibly see it, but deep down it's scratching the fibers together, breaking apart the fibers and stuff like that. So that's why we think it's extremely important to keep up with vacuuming at least once a week, depending on how much foot traffic that you have. That's generally what the recommendation is for an average household. So the second thing that you can do is obviously do the at least yearly carpet cleanings. We always recommend at least once a year, and for the same reasons as we had noted. So vacuuming will get rid of a lot of the dry soil and keep up with that. But with our portion, there's a lot of other soils that can't be removed from vacuuming, as you know. So that's where we come in every year, hopefully, depending on foot traffic and your type of household. Some people may even need it every 6 months. So depending on how often you use your carpeting, that's a general rule of thumb of getting your carpets cleaned. And then on top of that, we would recommend our soil blocker, which is our carpet protection, and that will help with, of course, the spills and the longevity and wearing of the carpeting. And the last thing is to keep up with spot cleaning, or a lot of times too, from what we see, is that people will kind of hold off on a spill that happened, many months ago, and they kind of just left it, didn't try cleaning up, or like dog urine wasn't cleaned up properly. What we recommend is keeping up with any spot cleanings, any sort of spots or spills that happen. Try to get on it as soon as possible because it could potentially stain the carpeting if you leave it alone for too long. So keeping up with spot cleanings is very important for at least the aesthetics and, of course, the soil. So those are a couple of tips to help your carpets last as long as possible.